Jodi here. Welcome to our first baking adventure. We are going to be making banana bread today. Clearly I'm not in the kitchen, but this just allowed more room for the camera and a lot more program-like feeling. Got a tablecloth, got the table, got everything we need here on a tray because I don't have my cart, and it's all just going to be okay. So our habit and quality for the week is choose your response and respect. A lot of different things can happen while we're baking. Things won't go to plan, and we'll kind of go over that after we see how this goes, because quite frankly, I'm not the best baker. So we're hopefully going to choose the right response, take those breaths, and make sure that by the end of it, we have something delicious to eat. So there's going to be a few things you're not going to see me do, but I'm doing, and it's very important. I went and I washed my hands so they're nice and clean, so we're respectful to everyone that would be eating the food that we're making. I've tied my hair back, and I've preheated the oven to 350 degrees, so that way when we're done here, the oven will be ready to bake our banana bread. So we're gonna get started here. I've got everything that I need, so that's great. One thing I would like to point out is that the bananas do look quite brown. That is true. They probably don't look very good to eat, but they're actually quite great for banana bread once they get to this stage. So we're gonna be able to make something good out of my mistake of buying way too many bananas. Okay, step one is to take said bananas and to put them into their own separate bowl, and we're gonna mash them up so that they are ready to join our other ingredients. All right, they are all mashed. They look like this. It's just a big goop of bananas. Okay, in the bigger bowl where everything else is going, we need to put the butter and sugar into the bowl and to mix it all together. This recipe calls for half a cup of butter and a cup of sugar. One thing to know about butter, because it obviously doesn't fit into a measuring cup, is that if you look on the one side, it always has the measurements on the side of it to guide you, so you know how much butter to cut off. All right, now that the butter is creamed with the sugar, I'm going to add the eggs and the lemon juice. So it asks for 2 eggs. Be careful you don't get any eggshells in. And you need lemon juice is half a teaspoon. Just kidding. It is a whole tablespoon. So we need to mix this together. And now that that's all mixed together, we get to mix the mashed bananas that we mashed before in. which we need 2 cups of. Half a cup, so we need 4 of these. That's 1 cup. That's 2. We need baking soda, and that is 1 teaspoon. And I have forgotten 2 ingredients, so I'll be right back. All right, so the last 2 ingredients are cinnamon and salt, and they both need that half a teaspoon I mentioned before. Right here. This is the salt. So you can find a box. Now I just need to mix it all together really well. Okay, now that it is all mixed, the only thing left to do is to take whatever you're baking it in. Generally in program we use the muffins because then everyone gets one and it's easy. I, however, have a loaf, and it has to be greased to make sure that the bread doesn't stick to it. But we just need to put it in here and then we can pop it in the oven. All right, so we're good to go. All right, like I said before, the oven is set to 350, so I'm just gonna put this in. And set the timer for 55 minutes. Not ready yet. All right, so the timer's gone off. It's been about an hour. We're just gonna check on it. Whew. Looks pretty good. The way you check to make sure that banana bread is cooked all the way through is you get a toothpick, which I've already ruled out. And you just put it in, and if it comes out clean, it should be pretty good to go. And this one looks good. So now all we have to do, which is probably the hardest part, is put it up on a wire rack to cool before we have some. All right, now that the banana bread's done and we get a chance to actually enjoy what we created today, I just want to wrap up with you guys. So my problem was a pretty easy problem to solve. I had some brown bananas that I didn't want to eat because they didn't look very good, and I was able to stay calm and think about what I could do with them to make them delicious, and we had a pretty easy solution. So stopping and thinking in that moment was quite easy. I know sometimes that a lot of times problems can be a lot bigger than that. So my challenge for you guys this week is to stop and take 2 deep breaths before you carry on. And it doesn't have to be just when you're upset. Maybe if you're getting very excited or nervous, take those 2 deep breaths before you respond, so that way you can make sure that you're staying respectful and making the right choice. Thank you, everyone. Moorelands Kids, we out.